The painful truths that have been hidden in the darkness for years are now being revealed, one by one. As Tahir learns these secrets, the storm within him intensifies instead of subsiding. Tahir's anger increasingly overwhelms his reason. When he looks at mercan, the old Tahir is gone. What appears in his eyes is not love, but disappointment and a devastating sense of alienation. The burning hatred Tahir feels for Haidar begins to spread not only to him, but to the entire family, including mercan. The pain and resentment growing in his heart slowly consume Tahir, and he loses control. However, Haidar, living in the shadow of his anger, continues to flee from Tahir. But how much longer he can run is unknown, because no one has ever seen Ates, or Tahir, so blinded by rage, so completely surrendered to darkness. Tahir now knows the whole truth. Haidar has taken not only his sister, but also his mother and father from him. This realization shatters the last vestige of conscience in Tahir. In his own eyes, he decides that a man so deeply mired in this mire doesn't deserve to live. Meanwhile, Nazir tries to help Haidar in the hope of reuniting with mercan, but he will be helpless against Ates' surging hatred, because the only thing that can stand in the way of this dark emotion is an uncontrollable desire for revenge. Ates will never find peace until he makes Haidar pay for everything that happened in the past. This fire will not be extinguished until this score is settled. To follow Ates' adventure, please don't forget to watch the video until the end. As the excitement continues to grow in the Arafta series, surprising developments await us. Reza, who inflicted a wound on Tahir and mercan's lives that is difficult to heal, left behind not only pain, but also a key that will change their destiny. Before departing from this world, while whispering to mercan that Tahir is alive, he also entrusts Ates with the great and shocking secret about Haidar. Thus, the two lovers, unaware of each other, are destined to walk in the same footsteps. Their bond is invisible, yet fate is dragging them towards the same darkness. Reza's real blow, however, falls on Haidar. By leaving the key to all his past dirty crimes in Ates' hands, he has sealed Haidar's fate. Unable to face this truth, Haidar continues to flee, fearing Ates' wrath. But within this escape, there is now deep panic and despair, because he knows that this time the man chasing him is no ordinary person. Ates is so blinded by rage that he takes up arms to end the matter once and for all. His vow to end Haidar's life is not an empty threat, but a declaration of cold-blooded determination. For Ates, there is no turning back now. On the other hand, Nerman, acting as a mole in the mansion to protect her husband, reports every move she sees to Haidar. However, this chain of betrayal also turns into a trap that hastens Haidar's downfall, because the slightest mistake Nerman makes will lead Ates directly to Haidar's trail. Meanwhile, Ates has most likely already started collecting these clues. Now facing the greatest danger of his life, Haidar will try to hide behind mercan again, with one last hope. This step by Haidar will be the turning point of our story, because Ates will demand that mercan hand Haidar over to him. Those who want to find out what mercan will do can subscribe to my YouTube channel to follow this exciting story. The tension continues to grow, step by step. But now, caught in a dilemma, mercan never knows what to do. She doesn't want to give up on her father, her childhood hero. At the same time, believing that her father could be such a bad person is incredibly difficult for her. Therefore, mercan will distance herself from the situation. Mercan, who tried to escape, suddenly returns to her own cause, her quest to find Tahir. This action by mercan will instantly calm the storm in Tahir's heart, because now that Tahir trusts mercan, he will begin to feel sincere emotions for her. Even if he doesn't tell himself, Tahir has already fallen in love with mercan. A new wave of suspense begins in the series, Arafta, in limbo. Asli, determined to thwart this love, will display even more hatred and dirty traps. What do you think will happen in the new episode? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. The story continues to be even more exciting with you all. To watch the breathtaking new episodes, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, Musien, trying to protect her own daughter from Nazir's dark hatred, has broken her silence and taken action. However, this step, taken by threatening Nazir, instead of suppressing the darkness in his heart, only fuels it. Unbeknownst to her, Musien has dug a deep well for her daughter's fate with her own hands. Having lost his trust in Aisley, Nazir senses that this deception will soon end. Therefore, he races against time, increasing his threats and rapidly gathering information through Asli. As the secrets he possesses multiply, he puts Asli under intense pressure, to the point of making her his prisoner. Asli, fearing that Ates will learn everything, is forced to show perfect obedience to Nazir. The growing despair and guilt within her consume her a little more each day. On the other hand, Musien, who opposed the relationship between Ates and Asli from the very beginning, takes an even darker path this time. While she thinks she is protecting her daughter, she is actually plotting a betrayal against her. Musien might even try to keep her daughter away from Ates forever, by betraying her to him in the near future, because Musien wants to get rid of Ates, after taking revenge through him. On the other hand, the past has begun to open its doors. Mercan, who will soon discover Tahir's true identity, Ates's identity, will also confront her father's dirty, treacherous past. As hatred continues to grow, Tahir and Mercan will once again support each other. Once the truth is revealed, to follow Mercan and Ates's adventure, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next videos. Please don't forget to like the video.